Good morning. Welcome to Pinky Ma's Cakes, Cookies, and Candy. I'm Mary, and my sister is normally on with me, but she's still resting and took some little time off. So I don't have anybody with me here today. Carl is tending to business, and so I'm doing solo today. I'm hoping that everything is okay. Y'all can hear me, and I just got a notification that we're on. So hopefully y'all will get y'all's shortly. So thank y'all for joining me. And since I am by myself today, and I have a lot to do, I know y'all all have a lot to do at this time of the year. Some of you more than others, but it seems like I'm backed up. It's just been one thing after the other extra that I've had to do during this period of time. But you know what? I'll get it done. I'll get through it. I did get my little tree out this morning. I did get it put together. It's tiny. It's just a little 4-foot tree. But I haven't got it decorated. I'm hoping by this weekend I will have my decorations up, and I will I promised y'all that I would show y'all how I do the top of the tree, and I will show you how that I do that. I'll do that on camera. But today I am making a spicy cabbage and apple slaw, and there's one thing in it that I am putting in it. I don't care for celery, but it does. To me, it would make a little difference in this salad. So I am going to put it in it. I made them really small and tiny. So I can eat celery, but I'm just not real fond of it. So I've already got one apple sliced up here because it's got salt water, and I didn't want to take a long time to do it, but we're going to go ahead. It calls for 2 cups of cored and chopped apples. But I think 2 apples will be enough. Anyway, that's what I'm starting with. And this is our little core. Just go down. And I did one already, so I wouldn't have to do it on camera. And you just pull it out, and there's your core. You just release this, and you got your apple cord. You know, they have so many inventions nowadays that we used to didn't have. Makes things a little easier. Now I'm just going to cut it in half first, and then I'm going to half it again. I have washed these apples, and I'm leaving the skin on it. Now, if you don't want your skin on the apple, you can peel the apple. It just puts a little more color in your salad. But I'm going to just slice them up. I don't really know. It's a new salad for me too. I don't really know how much apple that I needed, but I figured 2 would probably be enough. I'm not making a big salad. It may not even take all these apples, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up anyway, because I can put them in a baggie and eat them myself if I get too much out. All right, now the reason I did that first is because I've got salt water. This will keep the apples from turning, and by the time I get the rest of it put together and then add the apples, it'll be enough. You don't have to leave them in here long. So, all right, now I'm going to get this out of the way. I could have shredded this cabbage ahead of time, but I didn't. I thought y'all might want to see how I do it. If I was doing a big salad or shredding a lot of cabbage, I would use my food processor. But I'm not doing that. I've washed my cabbage and I've turned it over and let it drain on paper towels. And now I'm just going to, I'm going to cut it one more time. I'm just going to shred it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that root off. I don't want that hard root in there. So I just, like I said, the food processor will shred this up in a second, but I'm not doing that big of a salad. So And I even have some shredders, but I like to do it with my knife. So, just real thin slices. Because I don't need but a cup and a half for this salad. Because like I said, it's not a big salad. And I don't want to shred up too much. So I'm going to just do part of this. Now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to chop it one more time. When I'm eating a salad, I do not like to get a hold of a big piece of anything. Whether it's cabbage, lettuce, broccoli, I just don't, I don't like to eat a big chunk of anything. And these has got that after you shred it, you'll find a few of these big chunks. I'm not going to use those because I don't, cabbage, I don't eat a lot of cabbage. My son was telling me last night, he said, we ain't had a cabbage soup in a long time. I told him, well, I would make him some pretty soon. I won't do it out of purple cabbage, though. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and measure. I've got my salad bowl here. I don't know how much this is, but I know it doesn't take much to make a cup and a half. All right, so that's a cup. And where's my half a cup? See, I kind of thought that. I'll go ahead and use all that that I've already cut up. All right, so this I'll just put in a baggie and save it. And then here's I'm going to keep this all on this. I love these little mats because you can just put all your stuff on it and put it in the trash. And that's what I'm fixing to do here. I'm gonna put this in the trash. And then I'll do my green cabbage. I didn't want that red cabbage mixed up. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. And I don't want but a half a cup of this. I want more red cabbage than I do the green. And if you don't want to mix it, just use all red. That's certainly up to you. I'm going to get that. I don't like any of them big stems on it. And some stores has a cabbage mix. And if you do, then you don't have to buy green cabbage, red cabbage, and carrots. I'm going to look and see. My screen keeps doing something. Can y'all hear me? Okay. I guess y'all can hear me. Anyway, I'm not going to cut up anymore because I know it's not going to take much. I just want a half a cup. I just want a little bit of different colors in this salad, basically. And I know that's enough. If you don't want green cabbage, you can put 2 cups of red cabbage. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to do carrots. Like I said, you can buy the mix. You can buy a cabbage mix and you wouldn't have to add all this. But when I went to Walmart to get the mix, they didn't have it. So I just, I don't want much of this either. These is organic carrot strips. And they're little already. See, they're small. But I'm going to chop them again. Because I don't want to grab just a carrot. So I'm just going to chop them one more time. I think it's 1/4 a cup. Let me make sure. Carrots. Yeah. It's 1/4 a cup of the carrots. And I'm going to try not to chop up too many. I'll do a few more. I'll have to, I can't read the comments while I'm working. I'll have to, that makes it bad because I know there's questions y'all probably have while I'm working, but I just can't see the screen. I guess I could turn my phone on and have it sitting here. I'm not used to doing it all. Monitoring and cooking and everything. So anyway, this is the 4th cup. All right. You know, it's got where they have so many things that you purchase that you might not use all of it. That's already in the little Ziploc bags. That makes it nice. I'm gonna get all this off. I'm through with my knife. I do make a mess, y'all. Y'all know that. But you know, that's just the way I have to do to get something done. All right. Now, see, I told you I wasn't making a big salad. I started to get my glass salad bowl out because I knew that it was a lot smaller than this one, but I didn't want it to run over, so I'm just going to stir that around a little bit. And I chopped up real small celery. And if you want to put more celery, you can. If you want to cut it in bigger pieces, you can. But these are real tiny. I'm going to put that in there. And really, the biggest reason I put it in here, just to kind of get the flavor through it. Okay, and then this is 3 tablespoons of golden raisins. I'll put them in here. It's golden raisins. I keep these in the refrigerator. Once you open the carton, you have to keep them in the refrigerator. This is walnut pieces, and I've toasted them. I've already toasted them, and they're cool. I'm gonna put, that's 3 tablespoons. Okay. Now this is this is the salad. Now I'll make a little dressing to go on it. And like I said, it's just it will actually taste better after it's been sitting in the refrigerator and everything gets combined and marinated together. I will read the recipe over when I get through. So I'm going to mix it in this. Oh, I got to get the yogurt out. Okay. I went to get yogurt last night. I don't necessarily eat yogurt. And I could not find any plain yogurt except for in the big old tubs. And I didn't want to buy a big old tub. So you're supposed to use plain yogurt. A 1/2 cup. And I'm going to measure this 1/2 cup. I'm not sure if this little carton, it's not quite a 1/2 cup. I guess I wouldn't even have to dirty. This is not but 5 ounces. It's almost a 1/2 cup. I'm going to go ahead and, well, you know what? That is a 1/2. Let me go back. A 1/2 cup. I'm pretty sure. Let me, yogurt. A 1/2 cup. 5 ounces is more than a 1/2 cup. Y'all, sometimes I go ahead and measure it. I don't want to, I want it to be correct. Oh, it's getting, I've been working a little bit every day. I get up about 4 o'clock in the mornings, and I allow myself till 7 o'clock to work in the house. And then after 7 o'clock, I have to start working on whatever I'm going to do that day. So I guess it was pretty near the same, but I wanted to make sure. Yep. I guess this little tub was a 1/2 cup. All right. Throw that in the trash. So I'll put that half a cup back in here. This is plain yogurt. Get it all out. And it calls for apple juice. This is where the spice comes in, I think. Okay, the apple juice is 2 tablespoons, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 2 tablespoons of apple juice. I'm gonna make a drink, a winter drink. Some sap. Forgot the name of it. Anyway, I'm gonna make a Christmas drink. Probably one day next week. May make it tomorrow. I'm not sure. Okay, 2 tablespoons of apple juice and 1 tablespoon of honey. When you first pour this, you have to be careful because it comes out. This is some good honey. Boy, it sure made them biscuits good the other day. I'm missing my sister. I hope she's having fun. I'm sure she is. Okay. And 2 tablespoons of apple juice and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. That's different, isn't it? I'm notorious of trying new recipes, and this is a new recipe for me. Okay, now I'm going to whisk this together. Get it all combined. When it said spicy, I thought, no, why would this be spicy? It don't seem like, but that apple juice. I'm gonna got it all incorporated. Now I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm going to get the apples. Okay, get my apples. I'm gonna drain them. Okay. I'm gonna cut them apples on another board. I don't need but one of those. I don't know why that I do that, but I do. Okay. I'm gonna get my apples out. And I'm gonna just cut them into here. And I'm just cutting them like this. Just a little. And I said I was gonna do it on this mat, but I'm used to cutting it with my hand. I've got used to these knives. I haven't cut myself lately, but these knives will cut you. It's chop 2 of them at the time. Okay. Sure, these apples sure smell good. You know, it's just something about apples. It just makes your whole house smell good. Especially when you're baking with them. I don't have on my schedule to make banana bread, but I am going to. Because this time of year, it sure makes it smell good in the kitchen. And it's good too. Okay, that's 1 cup. I'm pretty sure it says 2 cups. Let me make sure. Chopped apples. Yeah, it says 2 cups. You know, y'all may not have to look back at the recipes, But y'all know I have made some mistakes by not looking at the recipe, back of the recipe. I just can't focus on videoing and what I'm doing and the recipe if especially if the recipe's new to me. But it's that way. I have to look back at the recipe even if on something that I'm used to making. The Mississippi mud, I probably make that more than I do anything around Christmas. And I still have to look at the recipe. Used to, I didn't. But it's something about, as I get older, I just don't remember as well. I think I about got the... So I'm not sure. Let me do one more. I'm not sure about how many apples that was. I mean, it wasn't most of them. I'll show you. So I'm going to do... Got a little bit of corn, that one. See, I probably had maybe... Probably 3/4 of an apple. So if you didn't cut them very big, you know, you probably one apple might have been enough. But it's making a bigger salad than what I thought it would. Okay. There's one of my, I hadn't got put up yet, that sign. Okay. It makes a pretty dish. That's what impressed me when I was going through the cookbook. It was just so pretty. I said, that'll be pretty for Christmas. You know what? I've got the golden raisins in here, but you know, cranberries I think would even be good in this. I like cranberries in my salad. Okay, now I'm going to, I'm not going to put all of this on here at once because I'm gonna put some and then I'm gonna stir it. You really wouldn't put this on here until you got ready to serve it, put it on your table. Well, no, you have to because it needs to marinate in this in the refrigerator. So yeah, you would. But I don't think I need that much. I might put a little bit more. It needs to soak in your cabbages and everything. I am going to taste of this before I put it in the refrigerator. But you know, all the spices will marinate into this, and I think this would be a great salad. Okay, now you see, I probably had a tablespoon of that left, but I'd rather not put all of it in there. Because I don't want it to be too much liquid in it. So I'll probably put that in a container and save it in case I do need it. But I'm going to go ahead and put some of this in a bowl, a salad bowl. I'm not going to put much because I'm not going to eat much. Well, first of all, I need it to marinate good. I could have put a little more in there, I guess. Make it look better. But I don't want to put more than what I can eat in here. So, thank you, Jesus. It's a pretty colorful salad. I'm trying to get a walnut, an apple, and some slaw. That is good. I taste that cinnamon and the apple. That is really good. And I'll tell you what, since I tasted it, I am going to put the rest of that dressing on it because I think that it will soak it up. And you know, the recipe has a reason for saying that. But so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this dressing on here. It's not much, but I want it to soak in to that cabbage. And who would have thought cinnamon? I guess because of the apples. It tastes good. Yeah. So yeah, I'll let you know after this refrigerates. Tomorrow I'll let you know if the if that was too much dressing. But I think after I tasted it, I know why that it called for that much is because those that cabbage and all will soak that up. So I hope y'all try this. It's a quick. You seen it didn't take no time to do it. Thank you, Sandy, for the stars. You're awful sweet. I tell you what, that is good. And I'm taking another bite. That is really good. And that cinnamon on there, who would have thought cinnamon with cabbage? But it was good. I'm going to get that camera a little closer to me and see if y'all have any questions. I will read, yeah. Excuse me. Grapes would be good. Excuse me. I thank y'all for the stars. Y'all are so kind. I'm going to read you the recipe again. The recipe for this amount. Now, if you want more than this, you can do accordingly. But that's a nice salad probably for 4 people. All right. It's got 1.5 cups of red cabbage. You shred it, and then I chopped it again. And then 1/2 cup of green cabbage. You just want a mix, but mostly red cabbage. And I got 1/4 cup of carrots, shredded sticks, and chopped them up. And, excuse me, 2 cups of apples cored and chopped. I cut up, y'all seen 2 apples, and it wasn't much more than 1. So one apple for this would probably be enough. Excuse me. I don't really think I got a cough. Maybe that's not last Cinepril again. Anyway, 1/2 cup of celery chopped, and I did mine in really small pieces. And 3 tablespoons of walnuts, and you chop them as walnut pieces and toast them. And the way I toasted them, I put them in the microwave 20 minutes at a time, and I did it 3 times, and they were toasted. 3 tablespoons of golden raisins. And again, if you want to put some cranberries, dried cranberries in it, that would be good. I know I eat a poppy seed salad at Panera's, and it has strawberries and cranberries. It just has a combination of fruit, and it's a delicious salad. Now, the dressing that goes over this portion is 1/2 cup of plain yogurt, 2 tablespoons of apple juice, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you just mix that up good and put it over your slaw. And I like slaw. There's some people in my family that doesn't, but I don't know if it's because of the mayonnaise or what. I know it's the mayonnaise with Carla. Carla won't eat slaw, and because she don't like mayonnaise. So that might be why. But anyway, it's a good salad. I'm going to put saran wrap over this and put it in the refrigerator. It says on the recipe for at least 30 minutes before serving. But I think maybe overnight it would marinate it better. But I wouldn't leave it in there longer than that, because it would probably saturate too much. And that's where too much dressing comes in. So anyway, I was thinking about this morning, Christmas, whenever I was growing up. It was always exciting time. We'd always go to my grandparents' house in Malee. My Pinky Ma and Pinky Paw, my daddy's parents, they live right next door to us. So we seen them all the time. But my mother's parents, they lived out in the country on a farm. And they lived about 25 miles from Nacogdoches. And back then, it seemed like another world. But you know, now I go 25 miles nearly every day. And but it's just difference in times and automobiles and things. But we would go on Christmas Eve night. And, of course, that's the night before Santa was supposed to come. And all four of us kids would be sitting in the back seat of the car, just as happy. We'd be singing or talking. We'd be so happy. And we would try to imagine we seen the Santa Claus in the sky, you know, just kids talking. And then when we started getting closer to the farm, we played a game, who would be the first to see the dairy barn. And so we played that little game because when you turned the corner, you'd see the dairy barn before you could see the house. So we played that little game about who would see the dairy barn first. And there would be so many of our cousins down there. And Ma Lee had 12 children. They didn't all live. I think she had triplets that died when they were 9 months old. She had 2 sets of twins that died at infant. And, but anyway, she had, let's see, I'd have to count them to see. There's Mom and Uncle Herschel, my mother, and her twin brother were the oldest. And then there was Aunt Elsie and Aunt Laverne, Aunt Faye, and Jessie. I thought it was 6. 6 that lived to be adults. And then they all had kids. Some of them had 5 kids, 4 kids. And so they all had a lot of kids, cousins. And we're close to those cousins to this day. I mean, there's not one of them that we wouldn't come to their aid in a minute. I mean, we actually correspond on Facebook a lot. And I see some of them every once in a while. I don't see them all that often. But we're very, very close. And we just had the best time. Oh, goodness. I can remember back, when I was really young, before Ma Lee and them built to my house, they lived in a little bitty house. I think it was a 1-bedroom, but they had a bed in the living room. And then the kitchen, I remember all so well. And, you know, they had them little 4 window panes, you know, you raise up. And there was my Uncle Herschel played Santa Claus. We didn't know that. But every Christmas, it would be, after we've eaten, it would just be a big spread. Molly's house was so little, till we were just sitting all on the floor and everywhere. And there would be a knock at the window. And all the kids would run to the window to see who it was. It was Santa. And he would give us an orange or an apple. And, you know, back then, we never had fruit on a regular basis. So for us to get a piece of fruit at Christmas, that was a big thing. And so he would give us a fruit. And we'd be all so excited. And we'd try to catch him running whenever he would disappear from the window. All the kids would run to the front porch and want to see him leaving in his sled. I mean, you know, kids' imagination. I was very young, but I remember it. And we were out there and we would just say, we see him in the sky, we see him. And, you know, it was just our imagination. But that was fun days, you know. And I go back to those times sometimes and reminisce. And I guess the reason that I'm reminiscing this morning is because I was going through my Christmas stuff and I found something that several years ago. Right now, I still like to do crafts, but far as me having time, I don't have time. I do a lot more, and it's something about it. I get up at 4 o'clock, and by 2 o'clock, I'm exhausted. And I just don't have all day to physically to do what I used to do. But I used to do make all kind of things. I've told y'all, and I even told y'all that I was going to try to do some kind of decorations on camera. I still might at the last minute sometime another next week. But right now, I can't even think about that because I've got so many other things that's coming up. But this is something I made. I found it in my Christmas box decorations. It makes me want to to do crafts again so bad. You know, I'm just reminiscing about days gone by, I guess, because I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago is when I did this. And everything on this is from the Dollar Tree. And what this was, the Dollar Tree has all kind of things that cheapy looking, you know, some things cheapy. I tear them apart and make something out of it. I think this was a little wreath with all that tinsel stuff on it. I tore all that off. And this is yarn. And I just wrapped it, I would wrap it around and loop it like a knot for it to stay. And I did that on this whole thing. It's just a simple something, but I enjoyed doing it. And then this right here, this was a tree. You know, same way. Dollar Tree has those trees that has the tinsel wrapped all around it for a tree. Well, to me, that looks cheapy. So I tore all that tinsel off, and I did that. I wrapped this in that yarn. I got the yarn at Hobby Lobby, and I just glued those little things on it. And it just, I guess that's why that I'm reminiscing this morning, is because I found those little 2 things in my decorations. Like I told y'all, I just got out, I don't know, 4 or 5 containers of Christmas decorations. I don't even know what's in them. And whatever's in them is what I was going to get out and use. I'm not using these this year, but I'm probably going to give them to one of the granddaughters because I'm getting rid of stuff. So, but I just wanted to show y'all that, I guess, I don't mean I'm a has-been, but I'm just saying I can't do what I used to do, even though I would love to. I would love to do, because I enjoy it. But now, I enjoy video and talking to y'all. So, you know, you only have so much time in a day. I used to not have y'all to talk to and to video for. So, and it takes up a lot of my time. So, I just have to choose what I want to do. And I'm not ready to stop videoing and talking to y'all. I enjoy that, and it gives me pleasure to visit with y'all, and y'all just encourage us in so many ways by your comments and your stars, and we appreciate that. So in return, we're going to do the best we can. And I'm not going to keep y'all on here, since this was a little short salad day, slaw day. But I hope that y'all have a blessed day. I'm looking at the temperature. It was in the 30s here this morning, but it's climbing on up to the 50s. So that's weather that I can go through some things some more. So let me see if there's anything on here. Let's see. Matthew, did you get my friend request, Matthew? I finally did accept your friend request. Thank you, Brenda. Rhonda. Thank y'all so much for your support and all your love and kindness. And oops, I had my hand on the camera and I knocked it down. Thank you. I see that our star party was achieved. Thank you for that. We appreciate it so very, very much. I'll let you go, and I will be back tomorrow, and I'll be honest with you. I don't remember what I have on the calendar for tomorrow, but the recipe to this slaw is on the members page. So I see y'all tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a blessed evening, and don't forget to count your blessings. Love y'all. Bye-bye.